Hi guys, Kari here from HSS Sports Safety Program. Positive thought for today is to dream big. You're not going to need much in the way of equipment, just some sneakers, comfy clothes, and some open space around you. Today we're going to be working on running and cutting. So the first exercise that we're going to start with is just a march. So you're just going to bring your right leg up, right arm up, hold for a second, and switch. Make sure you're holding your stomach in tight. That helps with the balance. Just getting warmed up. Good job. Now let me show you from the side. You can see about 90-degree angle here, 90-degree angle here. You want the same thing on the other side. 90-degree angle here and 90-degree angle here. And just keep alternating back and forth. Good job. All right, next exercise is going to be jogging forwards and backwards. So just light and easy just to get warmed up. Just going to jog forward, jog backwards. I'm going to show you from the side. So just jogging nice and easy forwards, kind of pause, nice and easy backwards, pause. Make sure you're just standing up straight. You want to run hunched over. We don't want to be reaching back when we go backwards. Make sure we're standing nice and tall, hips and shoulders in line. Just nice and easy. Good job. All right. So the next exercise we're going to do is a high plank. So you're going to be on your hands. I'll show you from the front first. So your hands are going to be down on the ground about shoulder width apart. Make sure that your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder are all in one line. And you're going to step back. Hold your belly button towards your back. Make sure that core is nice and tight. We don't want to be too high. We don't want to be too low. Try and find somewhere nice and easy in the middle. And you're going to try and hold it. And let me just show you from the side. So again, hands on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Your wrist, elbow, and your shoulder should all be in one line. Again, you don't want to be too far up. We don't want to drop down too low. Try and find a nice spot in the middle. You're going to try and hold this for a minute. If you can only hold it for 20 seconds, that's perfectly okay. Just try and hold as long as you can. Make sure you pull your core in tight. That's going to help. All right, good job. Next one, you're going to be on your back. And we're going to do a bridge walk. So what your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Once you pull your hips up off the ground, keep your arms down at the side. You're going to try and lift your leg up and bring it back down. Then do the same on the other side. Good. If you have to bring your hips down, take a break, that's okay. Try and keep them up as much as you can. Make sure you're pulling that belly button towards your back. Really make sure that your core is nice and tight. Good job. Couple more. Okay. Next exercise, we're going to have you stand up, and we're just going to do a double leg squat. So again, feet about hips width apart, and you're going to try and sit back like you're sitting into a chair. Make sure your knees stay in line with your toes, not too far forward. We don't want them over our toes. And we don't want our knees caving in either. And then you just stand back up, kind of reset. Try and sit back, stand back up. Good. I'll show you from the side. So again, trying to sit back like you're sitting back into a chair. You can see my knees aren't over my toes. Try and keep in line with your ankle to your knee to your hip. Stand back up. Good job. One more. Perfect. So next we're gonna have you do a side lunge. So you're gonna start going off to one side. You're gonna step out nice and wide, the one leg, and you're gonna bend into this knee. Make sure your toes are facing straight the whole time, and make sure that your knee stays in line with that big toe. We don't want your knee in like this, and we don't want you pointed out like that either. And then you're gonna stand back up, try and push off from that outside leg. Step over to the other side. Bend down as best that you can without going too far forward. Staying nice and tall. And pushing off my left leg on that side. And go back to the right. Pushing off that right leg. To the other side. Just make sure you keep checking in. Make sure your knee is going over, staying in line with your toes. Good job. Always checking in, making sure that knee is where it's supposed to be. It's very important with cutting. All right, so next we're gonna do single leg hops going forwards and backwards. So you're gonna stand on one leg, doesn't matter which one you wanna do first. And you're just gonna do little hops back and forth. Nice soft landing, keep that knee slightly bent. Maybe do about 20 on one side. Take a little break, and then you can switch and do the other leg. Again, make sure that your knee isn't caving in while you do this, that it's staying straight, and that your knee is nice and soft. We don't want any hard landings. Keep your knee nice and soft. Good. After 20 or so, you can switch and go back to the other leg. Good. And switch to the other one. Good job. All right. Next exercise are called bounds. So this one's kind of fun. If you pretend that you're like bounding from one rock to another to get across a creek. So you're going to kind of jump at about not straight ahead, not out to the side, kind of right in between the two. And you're going to hold and hold. Again, make sure that your knee is staying in line with your toes. It's not caving in. And that you're landing nice and soft. I'm going to show you from this angle. It's kind of out halfway between going straight and going to the side. And you're just going to bound back and forth. Good job. Nice soft landing. Keep checking in, see where your knee is. Make sure that it's not caving in. Good job. All right. Next exercise is going to be a side shuffle with a pause. So you're going to start on one side. You're going to shuffle. We'll shuffle to the right first. Keep it in a nice athletic position. Shuffle, 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 and you're going to pause. Hold for a second. Check your knee. Make sure it's not in. It's going in line with your toes. And then you can shuffle, shuffle, and go back. Again, pause. Shuffle, shuffle. Pause. Again, check that knee. Make sure it's not going in, that it's going straight. Keeping your knees nice and soft. In a nice athletic position. A few more. Good job. All right, last exercise. We're almost done. We're going to do some lateral skater jumps. So again, working side to side, kind of working on that cutting motion. You're going to start on one side. You're going to jump straight across. Again, you're going to pause, check your knee, make sure the knee is not going in. That's going straight over the toes. And you're going to jump back to the other side. Again, pause, check your knee. Everything looks okay. And just going to keep going back and forth. Oh, it's okay if you lose your balance. That's going to happen. Just reset, take a break, take a breather if you need it, and jump right back in. Good job. Again, make sure you're just checking on that knee, making sure everything's staying in line. Landings are nice and soft. Good job, everyone. You guys did great. Working up. I'm out of breath. Hope you are too. You guys did great. We'll see you soon.